Hello, everyone, and welcome to the chat. Thank you for all the new subscribers, and I hope that you are enjoying this video. And if you do, please do hit that like and subscribe button. Today, we're stepping into a little bit of a time machine, not to revisit some of those major blockbuster movie like Terminator, Back to the Future, or any Star Trek, but more like to uncover some of the underrated, overlooked, and unique time travel movies from the 70s. If some of these movies you've seen them, if you enjoy them, again, please hit that like and subscribe and share it down below. If you have a list of any movie during this era that you like to be showcased on this list, please don't hesitate. Once again, hit the like and subscribe, and let's get to it. The first movie that it's on my list is Time After Time. This movie came out in 1979 and it was under the Orion Pictures banner, and it stars Malcolm McDowell, David Warner, and Mary Steenburgen. The reason why this is my first on the list is because it is based or written or inspired H.G. Wells. It's the author and part of his storytelling way of making this movie, where he stars and he creates a time machine to chase down Jack the Ripper into a 1979 in San Francisco. This movie, again, some of these have inspired right a new series on the same theme. Time After Time came out. It was a short-lived TV series based on the same premise. Sadly, it was short-lived. Sherlock Holmes in 2009 basically shares the same tone and style in blending some of the historical fiction and the modern action of it. Some of these movies you are going to find that are very, very similar to many others because some way or another they have inspired this movie. The Final Countdown is next on my list. This movie came out in 1980 and it was under the United Artists banner production company. And the main cast is Mr. Kirk Douglas, Martin Sheen, and Catherine Ross. The plot is basically a modern aircraft carrier is transported back in time just before Pearl Harbor attack. So this movie has influenced Battleship in 2012 with similar naval sci-fi elements. Not that Battleship was a time travel movie, but it did inspire some of those elements because it was so well done. And another movie that was inspired out of that, or what it has the same inspired time displacement naval fiction, is Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. So these two movies had some influence and were inspired somewhere or another by this movie. Third on my list is Time Rider. Time Rider is basically the adventure of Lao Schwan. This movie came out in 1982, and it was again under the banner of the production company New World Pictures. The main cast is Fred Ward, Peter Coyote, and Belinda Bauer. And the plot is it's simple, but it kind of gets complicated. And some of the movies that was influenced by this, it's gonna sound very familiar. So the plot is basically a motocross racer who is accidentally sent to the Wild West through a time vortex. So yeah, just like that, right? So what comes to mind? Obviously, Back to the Future Part 3 shares the same Western time travel washup. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that they took some notes out of that and put it on that third film. Another film that or series that explores this time loop and Western general fusion was the well acclaimed Westworld series on HBO. Western type of revival. I believe the fourth season was the final season. They didn't get renewed for a fifth and final season because probably the ratings were just not there. But Time Rider, The Adventure of Last Swan, this movie again came out in 1982, and it's one of those movies that, by the way, if you enjoy these movies, I would signal them. I would write them down in the description, where if you can go to this channel, YouTube, and find to YouTube and just put the title of the movie, and you're gonna be able to see it. Some of them are free, some of them are actually paid to view, but they're all here in the YouTube experience, in the YouTube channel. So another movie that came out in 1981, it's called Time Bandits, and this movie was produced by Handmade Films. Main cast started Craig Warnock, David Rappaport, Sean Connery, and John Cleese. And the plot is very simple. It's a young boy, not simple, but it is a time travel different. It's the story of a young boy who joins a band of dwarfs who travels through time stealing treasure. So it sounds familiar. You might have seen something along the line of Time Bandits on Apple TV. Yes, they just came out with an updated TV series for Apple TV, and I don't believe that they're getting renewed. I don't think that it got the reception that they were hoping for. But some of the movies that were inspired by Time Bandits, the original 1981, is the Doctor Who TV series, the new Revive era, where they share quirky time travel adventures. And also, another one is the Everything Everywhere All at Once. This movie came out in 2022, and it has the same similar absurdity of chaotic multiverse time traveling tone. So, next on my list is The Philadelphia Experiment. This movie came out in 1984, and the production company is New World Pictures, starring Michael Pear and Nancy Allen. So the twist is it's about two sailors from 1943 who are accidentally transported into the 1980s due to a Navy experiment. This influenced a lot of the X Files. That you guys remember that TV series because several of the episodes echo this urban legend based concept. And also another movie is the Project Almanac that came out in 2015. If you haven't had a chance to see that, that is very interesting because of the way that they use the found footage style time experiment gone wrong. So those are two movies that I would absolutely the X File as a TV series, but the Project Almanac as a movie, it's something that you guys might want to look into. Next on the list is Millennium. This movie came out in 1989. It's produced by 20th Century Fox. The main cast of the movie is Mr. Chris Christopherson and Sherry Ladd. The plot is about people who are abducted from disasters to repopulate the future. So if it sounds similar, it's because it sounds just like the 4400. That's a TV series that it's an excellent TV series if you enjoy the time traveling experience or experiment. And also Predestination in 2014, because this explores the time paradoxes and humanity's fate. If you change something in the past, how is going to affect it in the future? Or if somebody from the future comes in the past, how is that going to affect? Okay, so again, Millennium 1989, I believe there was also a TV series in Sci-Fi that also play around with the similar premise of inmates coming from the future and settling in the past and how that affects the new future and the that is being formed. Another movie that I think that you guys are also going to enjoy is Retroactive. This movie came out in 1997 under the Gramercy Pictures banner. Started Jim Belushi and Kyla Travis. And it's about a woman who relieves a violent event repeatedly using a time travel experiment. And again, it might sound familiar. This, I believe, did inspire one of my favorite movies of all time. Source Code came out in 2011, and it has the similar looping around to solve crimes back and forth. And also Edge of Tomorrow with Mr. Tom Cruise. Edge of Tomorrow came out in 2014, and it also has the high stakes reset mechanism in this type of action futuristic movie. Another excellent movie came out in the early 2000. It's called Happy Accident. This came out in, again, the 2000, and it's under the IFC Productions banner. Main cast is Mrs. Marissa Tomei and Vincent D'Onofrio, who everybody knows from My Cousin Vinny, the new Spider-Man with Tom Holland. Marissa Tomei is Aunt May, and Vincent D'Onofrio, who plays Kingpin in the series Daredevil. This movie, Happy Accidents, that came out in 2000, basically follows a woman who dates a man who claims to be from the year 2470. So this either was inspired or it's inspiring through some of these time traveling novels or TV series. But the time traveler's wife that came out in 2009 did have that romantic time travel drama. And the time traveler's wife came up with their own series. Sadly, it did not live to see a longer seasons or extended season. But Palm Springs, this movie came out in 2020. and it also blends romantic storytelling with a time loop tension. So, Happy Accidents, it's a very rom com of the future, and I think you guys are going to enjoy. And once again, if you are enjoying this type of content, please do hit that like and subscribe. And if you have a list of your own that you would love to share with us, please go ahead and write it down below, and I will get to it. The final is The Jacket, the final one. It's called The Jacket. This movie came out in 2005, and it's just as an honorable mention that I would like for you to go and check that out because the acting by Mr. Adrian Brody and Keira Knightley, and also Daniel Craig stars in this movie, and it was under the production company of Warner Independent Pictures. The plot is that about an institutionalized veteran who uses an experiment to therapy to glimpse into the future. And movies like this, it's basically coming from the butterfly effect, a similar memory time crossover drama. And Fringe also had dealt with the TV series in Fox a few years ago. And it dealt with altered mental states and time travel bending. And I think you'll get a kick out of The Jacket with Mr. Adrian Brody. And once again, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please, family, do hit that like and subscribe. Help me reach my goal out of 500 to 1,000 subscribers. And thank you so much. And once again, welcome to the chat. And I can't wait to read what your favorite time travel movie is.